session today. As you can see, we are outside and we are here at the Skinny Raven Sports Mini over here on Diamond. Super awesome for them for letting us come over here and work out on their track. We're stoked to be outside. It's a little gloomy, but that's okay. We want to show you that we can do a workout anywhere, anytime. So let's go ahead and get started. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. I forgot to introduce everybody, but I'm Kyra. We've got Jocelyn and Eduardo from UAA students. And we also have Shelly with Healthy Futures. Alright, let's get started. So, sorry guys, got my paper here. We're going to get into our warm-up. And today we're going to do strength training type exercises, but as you can see, we don't have any weights. So we're just going to be focusing on the form, the technique, and the movement. And the warm-up, we're going to do like the singular exercises, and our workout, we're actually going to compound them and do multiple muscle groups and multiple exercises at one time. So we're going to do like the singular stuff first, and then we'll put them all together in the workout, cool down, stretch, and we'll get on with the rest of our day. So our first warm-up exercise is going to be neck circles. So just stand up nice and tall, shoulders back and down, keep your knees just nice and soft, and nice and slow, just bring your head in a circle, chin down to your chest, ear to shoulder, look up to the sky and around. We're just getting things warmed up. So go at your own pace. And switch directions. As we do the warm-up, I want you guys to focus on your breathing as well. Sometimes we can forget to breathe during our exercises, and so as we do these low-key exercises for the warm-up, I want you to focus on your breath. Alright, go ahead and relax. We're going to warm up our shoulders. I like to warm up from head to toe, so that's kind of my flow I've got going on today. So we're going to have our arms out at our sides, and we're going to do shoulder circles, arms forward, little small, nice and slow, and then we'll get them a little bit bigger and switch directions in a little bit, but keep going forward. Really going to get the shoulders warmed up here. We got a lot of upper body. We also have some lower body. And at the end, I have a little bit of a core burnout for us, so it should be a good workout today. All right, let's switch directions and have our arm circles go backwards. Try to keep your arms up. I know it's probably getting warm, maybe a little bit burning, but that's okay. The burn is good. Keep on going. Remember to breathe. Breathing will definitely help. If you start to struggle, if anything starts to feel challenging or hard, try to focus on your breath and keep going. All right, and relax. Okay, go ahead and shake that out. How's our shoulders feeling? Great. Burning. Yeah, got them a little bit warm. So now we're going to go into a row. So this is going to be focusing on our upper back. I will turn to my side. So we're going to bend our knees slightly and hinge forward at the hips. We're going to have our arms down in front of us, and we're going to bring our elbows up and back toward the sky, and then bring them back down. So go ahead and do these at your own pace for a little bit. As we're here in this position, we want to keep our core nice and tight and engaged. Bring your arms all the way down, elbows up, and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Imagine you have a pencil right between your shoulder blades, and you want to grab it. So squeeze them together. So this one is called a row. We are definitely going to be doing this move later in our compound exercise. So I want you to focus on form here. Really get the move down so that we can work it out later. Now this move you generally do with weights, but as you can see, you're still getting a pretty good workout even with no weight. If you just hold and squeeze, your muscles are still getting a really good workout. Getting that blood flowing. Just a couple more here, and breathe. Good, and relax, nice and slow, come on up. All right, we're gonna go back into the shoulders. We're gonna do some shoulder flies. We'll see this one later in the workout as well. We're gonna have our arms out in front of us, We're gonna bring them out. Our arms are parallel to the ground, and then shoulders back in front. And back out. To front, and out. Make sure you're really keeping your arms parallel to the ground. Don't drop them lower, not any higher. We want them right about here. Like in the rows, how we were squeezing our shoulder blades, we want to do the same thing when we bring our shoulders back and squeeze and come back forward. And squeeze and come back forward. Awesome job. Now we're gonna see this move later. We're gonna do a chair pose. Hold that while we do this move. So, gonna really feel the burn, but we wanna focus on this movement here. Awesome, just a couple more. And relax. All right, go ahead and shake your arms out. Next move we're gonna do is gonna work on our triceps. Our triceps are the muscles here in the back of our arms. So we're gonna get into a position like we were in our row. So I'm gonna turn to the side, knees slightly bent, hinge at the hips. We're gonna hold our row position. So our elbows are tucked in tight next to our sides. And all we're gonna do is just kick our arms back and then bring them forward. Now again, you usually would do this with weights, but if you come up and squeeze, you're really gonna feel those muscles working even with no weights. So go at your own pace. If you wanna pick up the speed a little bit, you can, but just make sure you're not hyperextending your elbow or hurting it in any way. We just wanna move at a good pace that's right for your body. It doesn't hurt. And again, when you're in this position, I want you to focus on engaging your core, so keeping it nice and tight. It's gonna help us stay in this position a little bit longer. Make sure your knees are slightly bent and your chest is out forward. Just a few more kickbacks here. Relax. All right, go ahead and stand up, shake that out. All right, now we're gonna work the front of our arms, our biceps. We usually see these with weights, but we're gonna have a good stance, our feet about hip or shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. Our elbows are gonna be tucked in at our sides, and our palms are gonna be facing forward, down, all the way down here, extended. We're gonna curl our palms up to our shoulders, squeeze your biceps, and then bring it back down. All right, good. We're just gonna do this a few more times. Make sure you really get that squeeze when you curl your arms up, engage that muscle, and then nice and slow, bring it down. So about the same tempo you bring it up is the same tempo you wanna bring it down, okay? So you wanna practice this speed so that if you ever do this exercise with weight, you wanna have the same tempo going up as you do going down. You don't wanna curl it up and then drop it down. You want to curl up and then control it coming back down. Awesome job, keep it up. So again, we're gonna see this move later. So really get the form down here. The most important part is you're keeping your elbow in at your side. You don't want to have them out here. You don't want to have them forward. You want to keep them right here at your side and just curl up and back down. Awesome job, just a couple more here. Make sure you get that squeeze. And release. Squeeze and release. Good, relax. All right, back to the shoulders. We're gonna do shoulder presses. Nice good stance. Have your feet about hip or shoulder width apart. Keep your knees nice and soft. Again, our arms are gonna be up at our sides, parallel to the ground. We're gonna press up to the sky, bring your thumbs together, and then back down to here. You don't wanna go any lower, you wanna stop right here. And come back up, and back down. Awesome job. We're using our shoulders, getting a good press. Don't forget to breathe. Keep your core engaged. Remember, we're in these positions where we're working on one muscle at a time. We want to have good posture, and to help us with good posture is to engage our core. It's going to help us keep us stabilized so we don't rock back and forth, or we accidentally start using other muscles, because we just want to focus on our shoulders here. Are they starting to burn? Yeah. See, we don't even have weights, and the shoulders are still burning. Awesome, just a few more. Good, coming back down and relax. Okay, shake those shoulders out. We got a lot of upper body today, but that's okay. We're gonna bring it down to lower body soon. All right, next one, we're moving down to the torso. We're gonna do some side bends. So keep your feet where they are, knees nice and soft. We're gonna bring one arm up, reach to the sky, and then lean over the opposite direction. So we're really stretching out this side here. Come back up, bring that arm down. We're gonna switch sides, reach up high toward the sky, lean to the side. Good, come back up. We're gonna rotate, keep going, alternating sides. And you can go at your own pace, so you can hold it for a little bit, or if you just wanna do a quick rep there and bring it back down. So as you bring yourself back up, I want you to use the outside muscles here in your core to squeeze yourself back up to center. All right? So reach your arm up to the sky, lean over, really stretch them out, and then I want you to squeeze them back together. Bring yourself up to center. Awesome job. Remember to breathe. Let's do one more on each side. Good, relax. All right, we're getting down into the lower body. We're just gonna do some basic squats. So feet about shoulder width apart, toes facing forward, or just a little bit out, whatever feels good for you. Sit down, keeping your chest up, weight into your heels, press through your heels to bring yourself back up. And continue your reps here. Just warming up the lower body. You can move nice and slow. You can go a little faster if you want, if you're already kind of warm. But for me, this is my first time doing some lower body work this morning. So I'm gonna move a little bit slower, just to let my legs know a little gentle message. We're gonna be working you out here in a little bit. Great job, keep it going. Make sure your chest is up and you're looking forward. Don't look down toward the ground. I want you to be looking straight in front of you, or just a tiny gaze up. Wherever your eyes look, wherever your head looks, is where your body's gonna wanna follow. So if you keep your head and your eyes up, your chest will also stay up with you. All right, great job. Go ahead and relax. We're gonna do some lunges. Nice and slow. We're gonna bring one leg back, step back, knee down, about an inch or two off the ground, come back up and step forward. Switch legs, lunge back and down, and step forward. We're just gonna alternate, do a couple of these at your own pace. You can have your hands wherever you want. You can have them here on your hips. You can have them here in front of you. You can have them out to the side, up to the sky, whatever works for you. Awesome job. And if coming back into a lunge is a little difficult, you don't have to go all the way down. Go at your own range of motion. So I'll show you. If you want to modify it, all we're doing is just decreasing the range of motion. So we just come down about halfway and bring it back. And don't be shy to modify. I want you to work at your own ability and your own level of where you are at now. And the more you practice, the better it will get. All right, awesome. Go ahead and finish out your last rep there. Bring it back to center. Shake the legs out. We're gonna continue doing lunges, but we're gonna bring them out to the side. So we're gonna start in a wide leg position. So our feet way out past our shoulders. We're gonna lunge over to one side, keeping our butt back and our heel down. Press up to the center. and come on over to the other side. Press up to center and to the other side. Again, you can have your hands wherever you want. You can have them on your hips. You can have them out in front, out to the side, up to the sky, wherever you like. Remember to keep your weight in the heel of your foot, so when you press back up, you're pressing through the heel of your foot, okay? Awesome job. One more on each side, then bring it back to center, shake it out. All right. Okay, our next move is a sumo squat. So we're gonna have our feet about shoulder width apart, but we're gonna turn our toes out. And you can have your feet out a little bit wider if you want to. So I want you to start having your hands here in front of your chest. We're just gonna sit down, straight down, and come back up. Keeping your knees pointing out to the same direction as your toes are pointing out. See how they're going the same direction as my toes? You don't want them to come in. You wanna try your best to press them out. This move is a little difficult, so if you have a limited range of motion in your hips, you might want to keep the squat kind of low, or maybe up a little higher, I guess, and then come up. But if you're pretty flexible, you might notice yourself coming down a little further than me, or whoever else you're working out with. That's okay. It's getting warm out here, it is. Even though it's a little gloomy.
Squats.
All right, one more, bring it down, bring it up, shake it out. All right, as you can see, we've worked our way down. Last part is our calf. So we're gonna do some calf raises. Have your feet hip width apart, toes facing forward, and just come up on the balls of your feet, lift up your heels, and back down. Lift up your heels, and back down. If you want to challenge yourself a little more, you can come up and bring your heels down, but don't put all your weight into the heel of your foot, so you're keeping a little bit of tension here. So you're not fully resting when you come back down to the ground. I feel like I can't form sentences very well this morning, so I apologize for my choppy narrative today. All right, you guys' calves feeling warm? Yeah, mine are too. All right, relax. Let's just roll out those ankles real quick, show them some love, and then we're gonna get into our workout. So we have 6 exercises in our workout. Sounds simple, right? Only 6? That's not bad, but we're combining pretty much 2 or 3 moves that we just did in our warm-up. So we're gonna be doing working a lot of muscle groups at one time, so we're doing compound movements. All right, if you need to shake it out, stretch out anything else that is feeling tight, if you want to grab some water, this would be a great time to do so. And while you're doing that, go ahead and pay attention, because I'm going to demonstrate the first move. So the first one is a bicep curl to squat to a shoulder press. We did all these in the warm-up, so I'll show you what that looks like. We're gonna have our arms at our side for our bicep curls. Remember, our elbows are tucked in tight to our sides. We're gonna have our feet about shoulder width apart, where we would for our squats. So we're going to keep our knees slightly bent, stand up nice and tall, shoulders down, chest up. Bicep curl up, squat down, and as we stand back up, we're gonna shoulder press to the sky, come back down, bring your arms back to the top of the bicep curl, and then release. And then we're gonna bicep curl up again, squat, press, top of curl, and down. All right, you guys ready? All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, curl, squat, stand to press, top of curl, and down. Curl, squat, press to stand, top of curl, and down. Awesome job. Bicep curl, squat, stand to press, top of curl, and down. Good job. Keep it up. Go ahead and stay with me. This move is a little complicated. So let's just all stick to it together. But if you think you got the hang of it, go ahead and go at your own pace if you want to pick it up a little faster. Squat, stand, top of curl, and down. We'll do a couple more. Curl, squat, stand to press, top of curl, and down. Curl, squat, stand to press, top of curl, and down. Awesome job. We're getting a real good full body motion here. Don't forget to breathe again. I'm gonna keep saying it. I know it's annoying, but one of these times I'm gonna catch you not breathing. Oops. It's okay if you mess up. Just go ahead and start back over. Curl, squat to press, and back down. Squat to press, top of curl, and down. Let's do two more. Curl, squat, press, top of curl, and down. One more. Curl, squat, press, top of curl, and down. Awesome job. How are we feeling with that one?
Pretty good.
Yeah, that was kind of fun. Okay, we've got 5 more exercises. Go ahead and shake it out, stretch it out while I demonstrate the next move. A little bit more simple, working our upper body here. We're going to be in that bent over position we did with our row into a tricep kickback. So again, feet hip width apart, toes facing forward, knees slightly bent, hinge at the hips forward, chest up, arms out in front of us. We're gonna row, squeeze our shoulder blades together, and then kick back, come back to row, and down. Row to kick back, to row, and down. Good job, keep it up. Join me, and let's keep going. So again, when we're in this position, we want to keep our chest forward. And to help us with that, keeping our back flat, we want to have our gaze out slightly in front of us, okay? Not straight down. We don't want to be looking at our feet. We know where our feet are. Our feet are doing great. We're just going to look a tiny bit in front of us. So we're at that row. Make sure you squeeze your shoulder blades. Squeeze your triceps when you do that kick back. Bring it back to a row and down. Awesome job. You'll notice it's a little harder the slower you go because you're holding that position for a little bit more. Really feeling that muscle engagement when you get that row and the kick back to row and down. Awesome job. Is anyone's legs feeling a little warm in this position?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too. So keep your knees slightly bent when you're in this position. We're hinging over at the hips. You might feel a little bit of tension in your lower back too, but to take that out, you want to squeeze your abs. So you want to engage your core here. It's going to help take a little bit of the tension out of your lower back. Just a few more here. Let's do 2 more. Row, kick back, row, down, row, kick back, row, down. Nice and slow. Bring it up. All right, I need to shake out my legs for that one. That felt pretty tight in my legs. Awesome job. All right, so our next one is gonna be total lower body, a little bit of core. We're gonna give our upper body a break. We've worked that a lot today already. So our next move is gonna be a side lunge to a knee raise. So we're gonna do one side at a time. So we're gonna I'm gonna start on my right side, so that would be your left side if we're mirrored. So you're gonna step out to a side lunge, then you're gonna step back in. If you need to put your toe down, you can, and then do a knee raise with that same leg. Then bring it down, step out to a side lunge, come back in, little toe tap, knee raise, toe tap. All right, go ahead and join me. Side lunge, toe tap, knee raise, toe tap, side lunge. All right, this is the modified move. If you want to take it up a level, try not to touch the ground. Balance, bring it up, down, side lunge. So the only time your foot is touching the ground is when you come out for that side lunge. So yeah, we're doing some strength training, we're doing some flexibility, and we're doing some balance all at the same time. And again, position for your hands that are good for you to help with your balance. I like to keep mine out in front because it helps keep my chest up high. So I keep my back nice and flat. Good posture. If you're counting, keeping track of your reps, not a bad idea, so that you can try and shoot for the same amount of reps for the other side when we switch it over. I'm really bad at counting my reps and leading an exercise at the same time, so I'm not even going to worry about it. But let's go ahead and get 2 more all together. Knee raise to side lunge, come back up, knee raise one more time, side lunge to a knee raise. All right, great job. We're gonna move right on over to the other side, so go ahead and join me immediately. Step out to a side lunge, knee raise. Awesome job. To help a little with balance, you want to keep your knee of your standing leg just slightly bent. So the reason why we're working core here too is because we're using our core to bring our knee up. So you're not using momentum or just trying to throw that knee up. I want you to nice, slow and controlled, bring it up as high as you can. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to breathe a little heavier. My heart rate is coming up a little higher. This always happens whenever I do lower body because our muscles are so much bigger in our legs than they are in our arms or our core. So our muscles need a lot of oxygen to keep working, so our body compensates by breathing more, pumping harder from the heart. Couple more here, let's do 2 more together. So step it out to a side lunge, bring it back, knee raise, side lunge, and knee raise. All right, go ahead and shake it out. I think that was our 3rd exercise. Go ahead and grab some water. I'm gonna give everyone a second to catch their breath. Stretch it out if you need to. I like to catch my breath by having my feet about shoulder width apart. I like to inhale nice and big, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Let's do about 1 more, inhale up, exhale down. All right, I'm gonna demonstrate the next move. Still getting some water, still kind of cooling down. All right, we are going to do a chair pose and a shoulder fly. So we did our shoulder flies in our warm up, however, we did not do chair pose, but it's kind of simple. I will show you from the side. So we're gonna have our feet together, knees together. We're going to bend our knees and act like we're gonna sit back into a chair. We're gonna stop wherever is comfortable. And usually in a chair pose, you have your arms up by your sides of your ears. Arms up by your head. But today, we're gonna throw in that shoulder fly move that I showed you in the warm-up. So we're gonna have our elbows out in front, open up, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then bring them back forward. Open up, and back forward. All while holding that chair pose. Okay, everyone, shake it out. We'll get started in a second. I was just demonstrating, but all right, let's go ahead and get set up. Everyone, join me. Feet together, knees together. Sit back into your chair. Bring your arms out in front, and squeeze. Shoulder fly, and back. All right, we're gonna do a couple reps here. If this starts to get really challenging in your lower body, you can take a break real quick for 1 to 2 seconds, but then I want you to bring it right back into the move, okay? Because we're gonna be here for a little bit of time, but that's okay. Shake it out when you need to, but try your best to push through that burn, all right? And if you're super deep in your chair pose and it's really challenging, go ahead and bring it up a little bit. Or if it's not challenging enough, sink it down a little deeper. Remember, squeeze your shoulder blades, bring them back forward, squeeze. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, up. Okay, shake it out. How'd that feel? Yes. Nice and warm. Burning is good. Okay. All right, so our next move, watch me. We're gonna do a sumo squat to a side bend. We did sumo squats, we did side bends. We're just gonna combine them. So our feet are gonna be a little wider than shoulder width. Our toes are pointing out, remember. Our sumo squat, we sit down and our knees go in the same direction of our toes, and we come up. We're gonna come down, and as we come up, we're gonna side bend to one side. Then come back to center, come down, up, side bend to the other side. All right? Show you a couple more times. Squat down, side bend, squat down, and side bend. All right, are you guys ready? Yeah. Okay, let's get started. Hands up in front of our chest. Make sure we have our shoulders back and down, chest up high. Sit down, come up, and side bend. Pick a side, doesn't matter. You don't have to follow my side. Sit down and side bend. Awesome job. Squat, up, side bend. Squat, up, side bend. Okay, remember, we want to keep our core nice and engaged here. As we do our side bends, remember, we're stretching out the muscles, and then we want to squeeze them back, bringing us to center. Squat down, side bend, and squeeze to center. Good. Your sumo squat doesn't have to be as low as mine, or it can be lower than mine. Wherever you're at is perfect. Just keep going. Try not to stop. If it gets challenging, bring your sumo squat. It could be a little lower, a little mini one, if you want. So we're gonna do this a few more times. Awesome job. Make sure we're keeping our back flat. So we're looking up. Remember that gaze is up or right in front of us the entire time, because we don't want to round our back here. We want to keep our chest up. Good, let's do one more on each side. So that was one. Squat, reach. One more squat just for kicks and giggles. All right, shake it out. All right, guys, that was number 5. So we have one more exercise to go. We're gonna do another lower body segment. We're gonna be doing our reverse lunge to a calf raise. So we're gonna work on our balance a little bit more here again. You can use the toe tap if you want, or you can hold onto a chair, a wall, a friend, whatever you need, but it's gonna look like this. We're gonna do one side at a time again. So reverse lunge, come up, calf raise on the standing leg. Lunge, come up. If you want to keep that toe down, but we're doing a single leg calf raise. So I'll show the modified. We lunge, come up, toe tap, calf raise on the standing leg. All right, one more time modified. Calf raise. If you want to go up a level, keep your knee up, calf raise on the standing leg. All right, shake that out. You guys ready? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Reverse lunge, same side. Come up, calf raise. Awesome job. I think I'm gonna keep my hips on my hips on my hands on my hips. Up, calf raise. All right. Awesome job. This one is really focusing on balance. So if you want to work on your balance, go ahead and move a little bit slower. Keep that knee up if you can. Reverse lunge, bring it up, calf raise, awesome. But if that's challenging, you can just do a toe tap here and a calf raise. Who is feeling this in their glute?
I am.
Oh, me too. All right, let's do 2 more. Step it back for 1. Come up and a calf raise. Step it back for 2. Hold your knee up. Calf raise. All right. Shake that side out real quick. We're moving on over to the other side immediately. Join me. Step it back. Come up. Calf raise. If you want to start having your toe down so you can get the feel for this side, that's perfectly fine. And then, if you're feeling good, you can go ahead and bring that knee up. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm bringing it up. Calf raise. Awesome job. Hold it up. Calf raise. Awesome. My calves are burning. My glutes are burning. But I'm feeling good. Oops. Alright guys, go ahead and shake that out. We accidentally went way past time. It's 10:35. We're going to go ahead and take some breaths before we finish though. So go ahead and have your feet hip width, shoulder width apart. Knees nice and soft. Inhale up. Exhale down. Just a couple more like that. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. And exhale down. Sorry I went over time, but we hope you enjoyed today's play session. Carlo, was this the last session for the summer?
I think so.
Yeah, so I think this is our last play session for the summer, but don't worry, we will be back. Plus, we have a whole bunch of recordings for you from what we've done over this past semester, so you can always have those to go back on to look at. If you missed us last time, they're on the Play website, as well as I think they're still on this Facebook page for you to go back and look at too. But even though we ended short, please take some time to stretch it out, record your minutes in your Healthy Futures log, and if you're doing the 100 miles in May, you got some miles for doing this workout today. So awesome job, guys. And thank you so much to Skinny Raven for letting us be here today. This was awesome getting outside, being on the track. Thank you. Have a great Thursday.